actually enjoy, on a schedule that gives you time to breathe. As you free yourself from the pressures of a traditional fast-lane career, you can start to experience the life you've always wanted, a life that can change the world for the better, a life that makes you excited to get up every morning, that has a chance to be an inspiration to young people and friends. Imagine you find the type of work, paid or unpaid, that you can feel passionate about, that uses your unique gifts and makes a difference in others' lives. Imagine you're doing work in just the right doses, that leaves you energized, not spent. Imagine you have the time to get healthy and stay that way, with your relationships deepening and strengthening. Imagine you're living life the way it was meant to be. Lots of people are doing this now, leaving full-time work in their 40s and 50s, even some precocious ones in their 30s. They have plenty of time to relax and focus on living a life of clarity and purpose. And you can too. It's called early semi-retirement. What do I mean by early semi-retirement? First, let's talk about the word retirement. Plenty of people are uncomfortable using the term retirement to describe their lives after leaving full-time work. For them, that word conjures up images of frail elderly people lined up in rocking chairs. Even people who retire in their 60s and 70s can feel the term simply doesn't describe their active new lifestyles. And the phrase phased retirement is now starting to crop up to refer to a raft of semi-retirement alternatives. Until a better term is coined, though, I'll use the terms early retirement and early semi-retirement to describe using all available financial resources to leave full-time career work before age 65. Second, I want to dispel the myth that early retirement is just for the people who ride in private jets and ski in the Alps with minor European royalty. Based on data from the Fed, about a quarter of all American households could today choose to dump the car, sell the house, pocket the home equity, and move abroad to one of the many early retirement meccas, living quite comfortably on just $500,000 in assets. And, hard as it may be for coastal high earners to believe, early retirement chat groups are full of folks living singly or as a couple on $20,000 or $25,000 a year, right here in rural parts of the U.S., shopping at discount stores, buying used cars, and relishing lives of financial independence. In other words, with some time and planning, early semi-retirement is probably within the grasp of everyone listening to this audio program. But before I begin, let me provide one warning. Wanting early retirement and achieving early retirement are two very different things. I want you to be excited about the possibilities of changing your life, but I don't want to lead you down the primrose path. You'll need to give yourself and your family enough time to plan and adjust to this new way of living, and you'll need the financial resources to make it work. What we're talking about here is pragmatic idealism. The worst thing you can do after listening to me on this audio program is to run off, quit your job, and cash in your 401ks because you've suddenly got religion. Because of time limitations here, I cannot provide you with all the hard-nosed facts about saving, investing, and the financial disciplines that are included in my book, but they are important. So I urge you, if you're interested in early retirement, invest in a copy of the book and really study chapters 3 through 6 to make sure you have a good grasp of the financial side of retiring early before you take the plunge. Okay, now let me start by telling you my story and how I found my way to early semi-retirement. A few years into my work life, I discovered a book about early retirement and set about making plans to get there. Seeing my own life slipping away in stress and overwork sent me searching for a sane alternative that would bring work, family, and personal time into balance. A way to slow down, have time to breathe, think, and just live. I knew I'd need to provide for our long-term financial needs. I thought in terms of becoming my own rich uncle, giving myself a sort of lifetime endowed professor's chair or trust fund, like an annual lottery payout, and buying back my freedom. In preparation, I built the family savings to the point that I figured they would provide a safe